I'm ready. Oh! Today I welcome you to what is undoubtedly one of the craziest dining experiences I have ever had to date. We are at Shinta, which is a Japanese barbecue place, and oh my gosh, they have an all-you-can-eat Wagyu beef menu. Think about that for a minute. All-you-can-eat Wagyu beef. If you're not familiar, Wagyu beef is the generally highest quality of cuts of beef you can get. Of course, beef is all graded, but Wagyu is some of the top breeds in the world. So Shinta has 3 different levels of menus. So they have what they call the black menu, which is serving a black Angus, which we had a look at, super high quality. Then they have the silver Wagyu menu, which is what we got today, which features a large selection of different Wagyu beefs, specifically Australian M9 Plus top sirloin steak, the US gold grade brisket short rib, ox tongue, which is absolutely delicious, first time I ever had it. They then have a US gold grade taro beef, which is kind of like a beef bacon. Chef selected US gold cut or gold grade Wagyu cut, so like an ever changing cut. I forget what ours was. I believe it might have been a strip loin. Then they also have kind of the other specialties. On the silver menu is a duck breast. You get lamb racks, like rack of lambs, and you can also get scallops. But we really just focused on the beef. That's what we were there for. And I mean, like, all you can eat Wagyu beef, like, I don't know, like, if you can appreciate that. If you're not a beef person, you might not be able to. But here, let me show you that menu that I was just kind of talking about there. So again, we go out with the silver menu. They also have a gold menu on top, which the gold menu has even more items. It's a bit more expensive, but hey, I mean, if you're going for the experience, go for the experience. We also wanted to include a what we called an extra Wagyu platter, which included the A5, the Japanese A5 Wagyu, imported all the way from Japan. And oh my gosh, that's what you saw at the beginning. Literally, it is like, I don't even know how it's a muscle in an animal. It is more fat. The marbling is so impressive. It's so intense. It's so extreme. It is absolutely crazy. But I'll give you what is on the Wagyu extra order now, which was the first tray on our left there that we actually started with that I was showing you at the beginning. So what actually comes on that extra Wagyu order, and we got was the Japanese A5 Wagyu. We then got some US gold grade ribeye. We got US gold grade flat iron, US gold grade brisket short rib, the US gold grade selected rare cut, again I think it was that strip loin, and then the ox tongue. So there was a couple little repeats of our all-you-can-eat silver menu, but I mean, we really got the things we wanted, which was like that right there. That Japanese A5 Wagyu, which we're saving for the end. And oh my gosh, you gotta, it's an experience. So there's the ox tongue there on the bottom left. There we have some of the strip loin. This is the sirloin there. Here's the taro beef. And then that might have been some flat iron or some other delicious beef there. Again, the way this works, you kind of cook your own meats over the grill. The little foil was the scallops. And I mean, it's like, it's hard to tell at that picture, but I mean, like, just look how this falls apart. Like, the beef is just so well marbled, it's so tender, it's so soft. It's just like, you just, the richness, the mouthfeel, that fatty umami, that, it's just exceptional. The flavors of these beef, just eating this beef, it like touches your soul. there is just no better way to put it. All we used was salt. They do have available like eggs and other items that a lot of people use to make sauces. Some people, especially like Japanese steakhouse, like when I was there before, some people again make kind of like egg sauces and dip them in it, and then you can cook it, let the egg protein coagulate on it. But oh, just like over that fire, that barbecue, just that such quality beef. Like just look at that dripping. There's so much fat to it. It was exceptional. And like I said, we just stuck with salt. You didn't need anything else. But if you have never had like a high quality grade beef, it really is so different. Like even if you just had comparison to we'll say a normal ribeye steak compared to, you know, some kind of outside round steak or some cheap steak, just having that marbling, it's just so succulent, it's soft, it's tender, and just, delicious. Even this ox tongue, first time I've ever had ox tongue, the ox tongue was even so marbled in itself. Such a nice mouthfeel, a texture. I was worried it was going to be gamey, but it was not gamey at all. In fact, it was a little kind of, we ordered literally the whole Wagyus from our silver menu, which would have been the M9 top sirloin, it would have been the gold grade short rib, the taro beef, which again was like bacon, the gold grade strip loin. Pretty much we're just like, just keep bringing it, just bring that beef. And boy did they ever bring it. In fact, there was times where we had like 2 trays on the table and we just kept eating it. Like, I don't know if you can comprehend this or like tell, because like every time we like basically throw on an order on the grill, it's because we're just eating an order. Like, and every time they brought out one of those trays, we had over a pound of beef. Like we had, you know, it was like probably, well, at least 2, like a pound and a half, maybe a pound and a half each time, maybe 2 pounds. And we just kept that grill full. That grill was full the whole time. We didn't stop eating the whole time. And oh, it just, when it's so tender and so delicious, you can't help but eat this stuff super quick. Like, there's our grill. I kept that thing stocked. And oh, it was so delicious. Again, that marbling, just, ooh, you just, it's something you have to experience in your life. Like, the all-you-can-eat Wagyu was seriously, it was phenomenal. There were a number of different side dishes you could get. The only ones we got a couple of house salads, and then we got some of the kimchi. Kimchi was great. Seemed like it was, I'm assuming it was made there, and if not, it was very delicious. And the house salads were nice as well, just a nice little green salad. They had I believe it's like a Thousand Islands dressing on it. But besides kind of a little bit of the vegetables, a little bit of fiber that we used, you know, 1 for enjoyment, 2 for health, fiber, always eat your fiber, kids, and a little bit as kind of a break or a palate cleanser, especially like the kimchi from that beef, because you have to understand, like, we are eating so much high quality, delicious, fatty beef that you almost, I don't want to say you like desensitized to it, but you do get very accustomed to that flavor. So you need something, you know, that's less rich, less salty, less fatty to kind of break it up. And the kimchi for us was the perfect item to do it. I mean, it's like not overly salty, just a little salty, it's a little bit of spice, and yeah, it worked well. And I mean, the house salads were actually delicious. We were like legit enjoying them. But besides that, I mean, we were just pounding beef, and I mean, hey, it's kind of the thing you got to do when you go. So we went to the North York location. There's also a Richmond Hill location, so both are in the GTA, the Toronto area. Here, they actually also offer oysters and sushi, which is something the Richmond Hill does not. So again, we're at the North York location. So if you do not like beef, again, there are non-beef options on the all-you-can-eat menu. There's chicken, there's pork. But if you don't like that kind of stuff, you can actually go for like sushi, you can go for oysters. They also do have lunch specials. We had kind of like the dinner menu / all day menu, they call it. We didn't partake in any of the oysters or the sushi. Again, we were just really after that Wagyu. I mean, just like look at that marbling. Like, you have to understand, each of those little specks you see, it's not just the big lines of fat, intramuscular fat distribution you're seeing, but it's every one of those little dots in that beef. Just look at it. Like, you have to, it is just, it's beautiful. If you love beef, like, that imagery is beautiful, and it literally touches my soul. And just look at the way I'm filling that grill. Like, it is literally phenomenal. Like, the amount of beef we ate here, it was, you just, words can't describe it. Like, the amount of beef, the quality of beef, just look at that. You can see the little sizzles, you know, keep going on with all that fat. You see when we get the beef going on there, when it renders that fat, when it starts to drip, we get the fire smoking, you get the fire, you know, the flames going up just from that delicious fat on that beef. And not to mention, it's just dripping all over the place. Just moist, succulent. Just look at that thing drip. That drip drip. It is just insane. And to like see all of that delicious meat on that grill, if that doesn't touch your soul, I don't know what to tell you. But I tell you what, this, like I said, this is an experience. So Japanese A5 Wagyu, and I'd say even all of these Wagyus, like the M9 Plus and everything, they're, I mean, especially the A5, but the higher the quality, the higher the grade, the more it is a tasting beef, they call it. Like, it's a tasting steak. It's not a steak that you would have a big, you know, 32-ounce steak of. It's more, you know, you might have a smaller portion, you taste everything, because it is just so rich, it's so savory, and it's so delicious. And normally these things are so expensive, which is why, you know, when we had the option to go to an all-you-can-eat here, we knew we were very much going to get our money's worth and thoroughly enjoy the experience. So the prices of the menus, again, there are 3 different menus, the black, the silver, the gold. The prices range from about $35 up to $130. Again, it does, yes, the $130 range, which is the gold Wagyu, is, you know, it's a little bit, but it's honestly, this is the experience. It's really what this is about. This is where you go for a nice meal. This is where you have like a meal of a lifetime. And if you're a beef enthusiast, you like quality beef, this will change your life. So again, we went with the silver. So the silver is, it was about $80. So you have the black Angus, which honestly, again, incredible quality. And honestly, again, we looked at those meats, the marbling and the quality of that beef there, again, super high, very high looking, exceptional. So that $36. Our Wagyu silver menu, which I definitely recommend getting the Wagyu, all-you-can-eat Wagyu, if you're going to come. Plus, you got to try the A5 on top of that. So that's $80 for the silver menu. Again, the gold menu is $130, but I mean, like, you got to try that A5. All right, everybody, the time has come to cook some of this delicious Japanese A5 Wagyu, the most expensive beef on the planet. Just look at it. It is, like, words cannot describe. Just look at that thing. All right, here we go. We're literally just gonna sear this for like a couple seconds. Like, this is just ridiculous. Look at this. Look at the A5 on the grill. Here, let me get an aerial view.
Oh, the fire, dude. It's coming up.
Yeah, look at that. Like, there's just so much fat in it.
No.
Just look at it. Oh my gosh. Just look at that happening. Yeah, literally, there's just so much fat. It is just absolutely dripping and drizzling. Is that, you think that's good enough?
Good enough to me, dude.
Okay. There we go. That is our Japanese A5 Wagyu. Alright. Let's try this.
Actually ridiculous.
Oh, let's try this. Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, look at, that's crazy how that fire kicked up, eh? Just with all the fat in that A5. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have it just with salt. Oh my god, dude, it's so fatty. It's so fatty. Oh my god. Let's sear that.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, perfect, thank you. Oh my gosh. It's just so soft. So soft. Like, it literally just, it just, see that jiggling? That's not even really me shaking. It's just so soft. Looks so fatty.
I had some salad.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll wait for you.
All right, well salted. Yeah, I'm gonna take a bite of the this kimchi just to cleanse my palate. All right.
Cheers,
The moment of truth. Man, this is crazy here. I'll make sure it's nice and hot. Just literally flashing it. Oh my god, no. I'm losing it. It's so slippery. It's just coming off my chopsticks. Alright. Japanese A5 Wagyu. Alright, brother.
Cheers.
I'm ready. Oh!
Dude.
Wow! Man,
It's gone.
it's just,
Melted.
yeah. Like, when they say it melts in your mouth.
Holy shit. That's like pure fat melting in your mouth.
Yeah, it almost is like pure fat. That's an experience.
No, literally pure fat.
Japanese A5 Wagyu. Man, that's crazy.
I don't even know if I deserve another one.
Like, but like literally just like look at this. Look at this beef. Like it is literally just like pure fat and marbling.
Dude, that's
I don't
nuts.
even know, man. Do you want to save it for the end?
No.
You want to have it now?
I'm gonna be so done at the end. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Here's
you.
the second round of the A. Yeah. Oh man,
Alright, bro.
that's insane. I'm gonna save my piece to the end.
Okay, cool.
Man, that stuff is crazy,
That's
man.
actually nuts. Like the second your tongue hits it, it's just like a
it's almost like it's butter. Like,
a
yeah.
bath of fat.
Like I've heard it described that way, but it really is. Like, it's just crazy, man. Like, compared to here. Hold on. Yeah, look at this. All right. So the left is the Wagyu. It's literally just white, and this is still a.
They're both
This
technically
is
Wagyu.
This is an M9. This is an M9 frickin' Wagyu. Just compare those two. It makes no sense.
You can't.
An M9 is very high rated. Jeez, man. That A5 is crazy. Whatever they do to those cows, I tell you.
Dude, it's honestly like a spiritual experience.
It will touch you in unspeakable ways. That is Japanese A5.
Bro, like
Would recommend. You got to. It's something you got to try at least once in your life. It's literally life changing.
when it's cooked, it just looks like a solid, like a normal piece of beef. But look at the fat just dripping off of it. And the second it,
Well, like the crazy thing of it is, like again, like I could barely. I'm pretty good with chopsticks. I could barely pick it up with chopsticks. It's just so fatty.
I'm just pressing my tongue against it.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
A5. You are a beast, A5.
Dude, that's insane.
Has it changed your life?
It's like it's.
I think
actually-
we.
it is-
I
it is
think
like-
we broke John.
I don't know how to describe it, dude. I'm just so happy right now. No words can describe that experience. It's like it honestly is. It's like a meat version of butter.
Yeah. It's crazy. Crazy fatty. But like crazy good.
Dude, that's actually ridiculous. It's super heavy too.
Yeah, it's very heavy. One of the weirdest parts about it though, so like I picked it up with my fingers. I swear it melts in your fingers. I don't know how this is a muscle in an animal. It's just insane. Thank you.
Thank you. It would have probably been better Like it would have been a different experience if you had it right at the beginning.
Oh yeah, we would have died.
Oh yeah, we would have died.
We still
dude.
did die.
Yeah.
But A5 is that good after having like cuts with M9, US gold.
Which is so.
It's just crazy. A5 would recommend. Definitely a buy.
How much was that valued at again?
Is it 80 bucks? Well, we got
80
100.
bucks for 200 grams.
We got 100. So 40. $40.
Oh, okay.
$40 for 2 bites. Was it worth it?
Dude, yeah.
There you
Like,
go.
absolutely. If I was spending
So
just
$20 a bite. It's worth it, yeah?
yeah.
Okay. There you go, guys.
For the experience.
Yeah, for the experience.
I'm not gonna do it like
Would you do it every day?
no, absolutely not.
Would you do it every week?
No.
What about it once a month? That means yes.
Yeah, I'm considering it. It's just like because of how different it is for anybody who appreciates the taste of beef,
Yeah.
right? Just for the sake of the experience,
Oh yeah.
$20 is nothing.
It's definitely worth it. I was in Vegas. I spent like, I think it was $40 to shoot a 50 cal round. So you definitely can spend $40 to experience A5 Wagyu. It was worth it.
Was it that much?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Like a shooting range?
Yeah. One bullet.
Worth it?
A 50 cal, a BMG 50 cal, like a 50
Yeah.
caliber sniper
I
rifle.
was thinking, was it worth it?
Oh yeah. I do it again.
Okay.
We shot the machine guns, which that wasn't worth it. It was like a.
Why was that like a dollar
and-
bullet?
No, that I don't remember what it was. It's probably like $30-40 for 20 rounds or something. Was an MG42, I think it was.
Okay.
Like it was kind of cool, but I'd rather put the $30-40 into another bullet for the 50 cal.
Right.
It was crazy. It was life changing.
That's one of those like
Bullets like that big. It can kill you without even hitting you. With the shockwave.
really?
Yeah, I watched a guy hunting deer with a 50 cal, like a Magnum 500, so it's like a 50 cal handgun.
Yeah.
And he shoots it. You see the deer drop, whatever. But if you watch like the replay, like the deer's eyes explode out of its head, and he didn't even hit it. He missed the deer, but just the shockwave killed the deer and caused its like the pressure of its base of the head to blow up.
Really?
Yeah, like his eyes popped out of his head and everything.
Dude, that's messed up.
That's your stuff.
No, I said that's messed up,
Oh, I thought you
but
said
that is my
I thought you said that's your stuff.
No, that is my stuff too. I would watch that video again and again. You think we're good after these?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
Oh, we're both good.
I'm getting to my place.
I think we're both in that place. I had like beef karma.
Dude, like,
I mean, I could keep eating, but if we're not eating, if we're just eating leash meat.
yeah. Gonna be real about the Wagyu, like I still can't believe it. Like, not that it felt like it literally was drinking fat.
The A5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way it melted in your mouth, it was almost like I couldn't even.
Last round, everybody. Yeah, it's a crazy experience.
So it's like I was trying to take in the actual flavor of the beef itself, and then it was gone. It just like melted.
I don't know if you guys should see this, but it's literally just like falling apart with the pressure of holding it. My last piece of A5. Thank you.
Thank you.
Onto the grill. For all of you people to see. Just look at it. Look at the beauty. No, just wait. It's gonna do its thing. Just what a unique experience, special thing.
Dude, there's more fat than there is meat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't got a picture. The crazy thing is once the heat hits it, it just turns like yellow. Whoa, that's how much fat is on this thing. Like,
And then, you know what, dude?
it's crazy.
When you lift it up,
Now look at this. And that's it.
dude, just put it over this plate
Yeah,
and see how much fat comes out.
let's do it. Yeah, just a dry plate. Like, look at that. Look at the fire from that grill. Like, it's insane. Like, this thing is just dripping, man. And the crazy thing is how much of that, like, there's literally a puddle.
Man.
And the crazy thing is how much of that is still solid and on the cow, like, in the beef.
It's like a sponge.
I almost wish I didn't see how much fat was on. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Like, it's just insane. Again, just a little fat, or a little salt. A little salt on that lot of fat. Here, I gotta try ripping it though. Look at this. Let's see how little pressure it takes to rip this. Ready? That was nothing.
It's falling.
Absolutely nothing.
It's gone, dude. It's gone.
Like, you guys don't understand how hard it is to keep chewing this. It's honestly like just eating pure fat.
Yeah.
I think it's closer to just eating pure fat
Than it is to eating meat.
than it is to eating meat. Just. Yeah. It coats your mouth with so much fat. It's so savory, so rich. Like, you only want a small portion of it. It's crazy.
Like, even I would actually go as far as saying like the first piece that I had,
Yeah.
if I had that one piece, I would have been absolutely satisfied.
Yeah.
Just because of the richness.
Yeah. Like, this is what a normal beef looks like cooked.
Sure.
It looks like muscle. Like, it looks like meat. The A5 is not meat. The A5 is basically fat.
It's fat with a little bit of cow on it.
But like in the best way you can ever imagine. Beautiful. Well, that everybody. Hope you enjoyed this amazing experience. Seriously, like you just can't compare. I would absolutely recommend checking out Shinta. Just an exceptional experience. The staff here have been amazing. The scenery is great. We have such a beautiful view, such a beautiful day. The food has been exceptional. Man, like, you got to try the A5. Like, it's a life-changing experience. Man, all the Wagyu actually has been really good. This was John's first time having Wagyu. John, what'd you think?
Life-changing.
Life-changing, especially that A5. So seriously, everybody, you got to come try the all-you-can-eat Wagyu. We did the silver menu. They have a gold menu, which has even more select cuts. It's intense. Intense is the best word for it. So that, everybody, thank you for watching. John's going to check these shrimps out here, get you some footage of that. But as far as I go, until next time, stay happy, healthy, hungry. And of course, happy eating. And seriously, I'm where you were. I'm kind of speechless now from that A5.
How do I describe this experience?
You kind of like start to lose your words with the A5. My mouth is just still so coated in the richness.
Usually a ball of fat in your mouth is a bad thing.
Yeah. A5, it'll make you lose your words. Thank you, everybody. There's nothing else to say. Thanks to Shinta, thanks to Japan, thanks to cows, and have a lovely day. Beef.